Hi Aquarius, welcome back. So Aquarius, this is going to be your channel tarot reading, and let's go ahead and get into it because I have messages already. When I was meditating on the collective Aquarian energy, it was a trip. Let's say that. Almost felt like a psychedelic trip. I was seeing like all of these vibrant colors and flowers, and then the flowers would kind of melt into a heart, and then the heart would melt into something else. It was really a wild meditation. I cannot say that I've had one quite like that before. But yeah, they were showing me lots of different images, but then as soon as I would capture the image, it would kind of bleed into another image, right? So I did recall seeing a flower, and it had the brightest color blues and purples, and then that flower turned into like, you know, when you're in a forest and like there's ground covering type of flowers, into that. And then there was mushrooms popping up. I'm saying it was like being in Alice in Wonderland, okay? Some of you, that movie Alice in Wonderland might be significant for you. It was actually quite relaxing, but what really caught me off guard is my emotions. Because usually I feel really at ease while I meditate, and I was feeling at ease, and I was kind of enjoying, you know, seeing what I was seeing. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, tears just started streaming and streaming and streaming and streaming down my face. And I started to feel this pressure in my chest rising. And you know what I realized it was, Aquarius? It was suppression of love. Suppressed love. So some of you have some suppression going on when it comes to love or around a certain relationship. Now, I just feel like this intense wave of emotion coming through for my Aquarians, okay? So take from that what you will, but that's kind of what I felt. As far as seeing the images that I saw, I mean, take it for what you want. Symbolically speaking, what I will say is that you're getting ready to go on an emotional trip. You know, where I feel like things are very changeable right now within the emotions. You know, when you think it's one thing, it becomes another. And really, Spirit is just saying, allow yourself to feel it. And oh, by the way, if you've been suppressing love, it's likely going to come to the surface during this time, okay? So allow the emotions to come up. I get a feeling that these next few weeks are probably going to be centered around love, emotions, and relationships for a lot of you, as that's kind of what's been highlighted in the meditation. But also, as I got some law of attraction cards out, and I'll show those to you in a second, they were all about relationships. So I just feel like, you know, there might be points in time, Aquarius, where you feel like you're losing your mind, you know, like you're on a trip somewhere. You know, it's kind of an elusive energy. It's kind of hard to pinpoint. At the same time, it was exciting. It was an exhilarating meditation. So I feel like it definitely is going to pique your curiosity. Definitely not going to be a boring next few weeks or month or so, okay? At least when it comes to your emotions. So yeah, Aquarius, let's get into the cards and see where this is headed now that we have the channeled messages out. Like I said, I already got some law of attraction cards out, and they're all in regards to relationships. I only wanted one card, and then 3 came out, and I'll tell you the numbers of the card. This is 46, 5, and 3. 46 breaks down to the number 10. So those numbers might be important. Important. 10, 1, 4, 6, 5, 3. Take it or leave it. Either way, these cards all talk about the same thing. This says, I can look for things I appreciate in relationships. This says, my relationships are supposed to feel good. And the law of attraction assembles all cooperative relationships. So Aquarius, I feel like this reading is going to be really based on the relationships that you've attracted into your life. and not just intimate, family, friends, work, colleagues, and how you're playing a part in that by what you're emitting to the universe, what energy you're vibrating at. So this might be really eye-opening for you. I think there might be a lot of changes around relationships or how you're feeling about relationships, maybe even like an elusive vibe going on here. So I'm going to read to you what the back of this card says, and then we're going to get started. It says, there is a vortex of becoming, a vortex that contains all of the requests, all of the amended requests, each and every detail of each and every asking that is emanated from you. And the law of attraction is responding to that. The vortex is literally drawing in all things necessary for completion of every request. All cooperative components are being summoned and are coming for the completion of these creations, for the answering of these questions, and for the solutions to these problems. So Aquarius, this is intense, okay? This is you manifesting something in real time. All right, so some of you, you may have made some subconscious or maybe even conscious requests to the universe, and you might be seeing that delivered right now. I heard deliverance. Not really sure what that means, but you might be seeing evidence of it right now. So let's get into it. Yes, let's get into it. Interestingly enough, all of these cards have two colors primarily in them, and it's blue and purple. Blue and purple. So you have the 9th house of seeking here showing up. This is about travel, adventure, raising your vibration, your faith structure, your beliefs. All right, so all of that being highlighted as well. You might be feeling aspired or inspired right now to kind of go on your own journey, go on your own way. They're giving me a song. You can go your own way, go your own way. Is that Journey? I think it is, but I'm not sure. You can go your own way. All right, and I keep getting the reference of Alice in Wonderland. So like I had to think about that movie, right? She kind of chases the rabbit down the rabbit hole. Some of you are going down the rabbit hole, okay? Caution with that, Aquarius. You can get a little bit out there sometimes. So don't lose sight of being grounded in this reality and this earth, because I feel like it might feel like you're living in a dream, okay, during this time frame, like literally. So, but I do feel for a lot of you that this is really calling in kind of a new quest for you to go on, okay? Something that you've been seeking. New experiences, new adventures, new energy coming in. You know what I'm saying? So let's get some tarot cards out and see. Yes, that's what I just said. I cannot make this up. It says inspiration. Yes, inspiration. That's what's coming in, okay? Now, some of you, this is in the career sector or like your creativity. You might be feeling a lot more inspired than usual. You might be getting a little boost in your energy during this time frame. I know personally, yesterday I had zero energy, and then today I kind of bounced back. So some of you might be bouncing back energetically. Be on the lookout for that. That could be why you're in this mood, Aquarius, to kind of explore a little bit more, maybe even take some risks, but seeking new, okay? Seeking new. That's what I feel like you're being guided to do. So I am going to get a guidance card out, but I'm going to wait to the end to read it. And then we're going to look at your perspective, where your head is at. Then we're going to look at where your heart is at and what you're feeling underneath all of it. And then look at where this is headed as well. So I'm going to get one guidance card. Oops. All right, I got two. It says, find your center in the animal kingdom. Interesting card. Okay, so I'll wait to the end and then I'll read what those mean. And let's get into it, okay? Aquarius. And you know what I just noticed? At the bottom of this deck, it says, let me see if you can see it. New beginnings. New beginnings. Isn't that what I just said? I got that song in my head. You know what other song I've had in my head all day? Fly Away by Tones and I actually posted it on my Facebook the other day. She says, what does she say? I had a dream that someday I would just fly away. That is such a good song. Maybe check out that song as well. All right, Aquarius. So you have the World here, Six of Swords, the Lovers, and Judgment. So I feel like, Aquarius, right now you're in this headspace of wanting to feel like you're on top of things, wanting to feel successful. Some of you are on top of things, and you might be calling in success to you during this time frame. But it's like, you know, emotionally speaking, when it comes to relationships, feeling a little bit led astray. So I feel like a lot of you have been hyper-focused into other areas of your life because maybe emotions have been a little bit tricky for you, Aquarius. And let's go back to what I was getting in the guided meditation. I just felt like I cried, you know, I cried. And I felt all of this suppressed love like bubble up with inside of me. So some of you, you know, you might have put your emotions on the back burner for a while or felt like you could not express love for whatever reason. Maybe the situation didn't call for it, you didn't feel it was appropriate, or maybe you just felt like it was kind of useless. But it's like when we have love that we don't freely express, it kind of causes blockages within us. And sometimes we don't even know we're walking around with those blockages until you have like this aha moment, kind of like I had in the meditation where it was like, wow, I've been bottling that up for a really long time. So you might have one of those aha moments, Aquarius, where you just start to feel like these emotions bubble up within you. And if it feels painful, I don't feel it's because you're still hurting over something. I think it feels painful because you're in this space, Aquarius, of wanting to flow love freely. And yet you have someone within your energetic circle that you feel you can't do that with. And so you hold yourself back. But Spirit is saying you can flow your love towards anyone and everyone freely without asking for permission, without taking action towards the person, because really it's an emotional journey, right? And that's what I said earlier. This might be an emotional trip for you. It's a spiritual, energetic exchange, and it really has nothing to do with communicating that with someone or putting actions behind it. But if every time you are around someone or thinking of someone that you feel maybe does not reciprocate your love, or that you cannot flow that love to, kind of soften your perception around it, Aquarius, and understand that even if this person never knows it, never feels it, you can flow love freely to them, and it will actually make you feel better. It might actually feel like a release, like you might actually cry when you think about this, when you think about how long you've held yourself in bondage by not wanting to flow love towards a person or a connection. Or for some of you, this isn't even about another person. It's about not letting the love flow freely to yourself, You know, and where have you been kind of blocking yourself from allowing yourself to feel fully worthy, to feel fully present, to feel fully loved for who you are right now in this moment? When is the last time you did that, Aquarius? And if it's been a while, it's overdue. It's overdue, right? And so you might feel all of that emotionally coming up to the surface. And it's going to help you reconnect, I feel, Aquarius, to yourself. But it's also going to help you to be able to open the door to new relationships, for renewals within relationships for some of you, for connection, okay? So I feel like there's a lot of connectivity coming in through the reading. And it's just kind of like swirling around your energy, Aquarius. And it's just waiting to come in as soon as you have that great release. I heard relief. And that's exactly what it felt like when the tears started streaming down my face when I meditated. After it was all over, I felt relief. I felt lighter. Like I felt better. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't sad tears. It was just emotion, all of this suppressed emotion, and just allowing myself to feel it. And it felt good. So I feel like take some time out during this time frame to allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you need to feel. And then, let it come in, then let it go, And if you've been holding any judgments or grievances towards yourself, Aquarius, you've been kind of knocking yourself down in your head or, holding yourself to the fire unnecessarily. Spirit saying, let go of that. Nobody is judging you but you, because you're certainly not being judged by your higher self. You're certainly not being judged by Source. So allow yourself the freedom to let go of that judgment. And if it's towards another person, this is the time to truly let go. This is the time now to truly let go of that. All right. So let's see what's going on within the heart space. I knew this was going to be a deep reading. I almost saved Aquarius for last, but I figured you guys would kill me if I did that. But I just knew it was going to be a deep reading. So let's go into the heart space, Aquarius. What do we have out? The Star. Well, there you are. Some healing going on within the heart space. That's an absolute for certain during this time frame. Justice, the Six of Cups. Wow. And Temperance. Now, some of you are healing relationships, but some of you are doing some self-healing, okay? Or you're being guided in that direction. I feel like you're in this emotional space, Aquarius, of wanting balance in your life, okay? And you're like desiring the self-sufficiency, but at the same time, really wanting like minds to support you. So there's two sides to this, Aquarius, that I'm getting. There's this part of you that really likes your independence, that likes to do things on your own. I know Aquarians usually prefer to be alone, to be honest with you. You like to run your own ship. But then there's this other part of you, Aquarius, and this is the part I feel that's been suppressed a little bit, that really craves understanding and emotional support and love, So I feel like Spirit is saying you need to kind of balance out those energies a little bit, okay? They're giving me two words. Okay, 3, 4, 5. They said dosha, vata, pitta. Okay, so if you don't know what that is, that's from Deepak Chopra's book. It is, the book is called Perfect Health, but it's balancing out your energies based on your emotional and spiritual personality. You could take a quiz online and figure out which one of those you fall under. And don't kill me if I got some of the names wrong, but that's kind of what I heard. Anyways, it's going to help you balance out your energies. Look that up, okay? But I just feel like there's this deep need. I don't want to say it's a deep need. There's a deep desire to feel understood and loved. Some of you are getting really nostalgic within your heart space, and that might actually bring you a little bit energetically down. Thinking about the past and maybe still holding on to that, and you're really needing to kind of let that go because it's kind of standing in the way of this new beginning here. But it's almost like you want to bring the past with you. You know what I'm saying? Is that like there is a little bit of resistance I feel within the energy Aquarius as it pertains to like just being able to let go. But you are a fixed sign. So it's difficult for fixed signs to allow themselves to let go. But the encouragement here, or I guess the reminder, is that you're never really letting go of anything. It's actually an impossibility because you're always growing and expanding and adding to who you are. You're never really letting go. What you're doing, when most people say letting go, what they actually mean is soothing the energy around whatever it is they deem they need to let go of. It's an emotional journey, right? So if this is in regards to a person and you're like, I want to be able to let it go, you're not really letting go of the person per se, although it may look like that in the 3D. What you're really doing is letting go of the negative and lower vibrational feelings that you have towards that connection that keep you from your loving self, from being your loving self, from flowing love freely through you. What you're really saying is, I want to heal that aspect of me and the way that I'm thinking and feeling about it so that I can, use it as fuel to move me forward. I hope this is making sense because it's coming in really fast. But you have to reframe your thinking, Aquarius, because you're not really letting go of anything. You're adding to who you've become based on prior experiences. And honestly, as contradictory as this may sound to you, the way to do that is to come into full acceptance. To come into full acceptance of whatever that situation is, whatever it is that you've had difficulty letting go of. And flow love to yourself. When I imagine pain in the physical body, it always looks to me like little black spots. Like when I do energy work and there's pain within my energetic field, it looks like black spots to me. And what I do is I imagine light and love flowing into those spots and lighting them up, filling me up. And that's kind of how I heal myself energetically speaking. Now, some of you might really benefit from Reiki or energy healing, but you can do this on your own. You can do this by yourself. We all have the ability to connect to our higher self. Sit in meditation, and wherever there's pain, whether it's physical or emotional, allow yourself to flow love to that situation, to that person, to that emotion. And watch what happens as your vibration lifts. So, Aquarius, I do see you getting balance within your heart space here. That's a good thing. Some of you might be making peace with a specific person. Some of you, it's multiple people here that you're getting some sort of balance within the energy of the relationship, okay? After you kind of let go of whatever this old news is. I'm getting that song again, Fly Away, but it's a different verse. She says, and I knew I couldn't stay, so I'll just fly away. Okay, sorry. She says, sorry, I'm not trying to hold this back from you. She says, because I don't want to be like them. That's such an Aquarian thing to say, right? Because I don't want to be like them. Because I had a dream that someday I want to fly away. Yeah. Check out that song. Sorry. Because she says, but I don't want to be like them. I don't want to be like them. Coming into an acceptance of a person for who they are doesn't mean that you're going to become like them. That just means that you can love them and appreciate them for where they're at in their life and who they are. And you can see the good in them and who they're becoming, even if they can't see it. But it certainly doesn't mean that you become them or that you must be like them in order to love them or even agree with them to love them. Some of you have held back this love that wants to flow freely because you have differing viewpoints or values or beliefs than this person. And you don't want to be like them. But again, the encouragement is, what Spirit is saying is, first of all, you couldn't be like them if you wanted to because you're you, and there's only one you, and you're uniquely you. and they are uniquely them. But also, who says anything about that? What does that have to do with being able to freely flow energetic, pure love towards any situation or yourself? So I think Aquariuses have gotten into this habit of just wanting to detach and distance themselves from anything that's uncomfortable. And let me say this, there's nothing wrong with that. If you can't maintain your well-being in the presence of another, sometimes distance is the best route. But an even better route is to be able to maintain your vibration and your alignment, whether or not this person is in your energy environment, whatever. Like, to be able to stay in the essence of love regardless. But I do feel this is a stair step. So some of my Aquariuses, you haven't gotten to that part yet. Like, you haven't raised your vibration high enough to be able to consistently do that. So you still use the tried and true method of just creating space, distance, detach, you know, all the things. Like, Aquarians, you are the kings and queens of this, you know, just focus elsewhere, you know, redirect attention. But now I guess you're being called to go to a level higher where it's like, okay, you've done the detachment. Now it's time to soothe your energy around it. And now it's time to let the love flow freely again, okay? Towards yourself mostly. And then you decide after that. But yeah. So anyways, what we have coming up is the Seven of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Magician. So there's still a little bit of confusion here, Aquarius. You know, you've got some choices to make. And I think some of you are confused whether you want to flow love, towards someone or not. You might have to watch this reading more than once to understand what it is that I'm saying. So let me reiterate this, because I know somebody will comment, I'm not going to reach out or do blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying take action. This is not an action journey. This is an emotional journey. Although if you want to take action, this is a good time to do so, because the love is freely flowing through you during this time frame. All right. But you don't have to. You don't have to. Some of you, you know, you're thinking about it though. You're thinking about it. You know, you're thinking about maybe being the one to be the bigger person or make amends because you're in a higher elevation and you're kind of leaving your ego out of it. So if you're not bringing your ego with you to the party, then all goes in your favor no matter what. You know what I'm saying? But some of you still haven't decided here. I do feel like there's this spark of inspiration coming in that's, I mean, you're manifesting. I don't even think you realize this, Aquarius, how powerful you are when you're in a high vibration, okay? Because you're manifesting some sort of goal here. Some sort of success here, and it's coming from a space of inspiration. Also, the caution is Aquarius, when you're having moments where you're feeling kind of in the dumps or you know, a little bit in a murky emotional state and you're feeling confused, do not take any action during those moments because it will lead you astray. Only take action during this time frame when you're feeling on top of things, when you're feeling in alignment, when you're feeling balanced and in control. When you come at it from that, you cannot lose. You cannot lose. So a lot of you are getting inspired thoughts that are going to create major success for you. Or it's like you got something cooking here, Aquarius, that's getting ready to pop into being, and it's something you're really going to like. Some of you, this may be around career, but it could also be relationships. But there's this spark, like reigniting a spark within you, Aquarius, is what I feel is going on here. Sorry, my inner ear is itching and ringing a little bit. That song keeps wanting to come through, and it's different lyrics to it. I'll have to go listen to that song. So let's see what the moon cards have to say. Let's see, Aquarius. It says, hold your vision. Hold your vision. That's what I was, that's what I was feeling here. Some of you had a vision or something you put into motion, something that you wanted, that you prayed for, that you might have put some energy or effort into a while back ago. Okay, I'm not really getting a time frame. Well, there's a 9 here. It could be 9 months ago, 9 weeks ago, on the 9th. And it's getting ready to pop into your experience. You know, so it's like, hold tight, Aquarius. No rush movement needed here, because something that you have held a vision for is getting ready to manifest during this time frame. And it'll be different what that is for each of you. Some of you, it's just a sense of emotional relief that you've been wanting. But for others, it's going to be something tangible, you know, something inspiring. See, now I'm getting the images again of like the flowers and the heart-shaped locket. There's a heart-shaped locket that they're showing me. Isn't there a song called Heart-Shaped Locket? I feel like there is, but I can't think of who or what sings it. Heart-shaped box? Something about a heart-shaped box or locket. That could be literally something you have or own. I think that's a song by Nirvana, right? I'm going to have to look that one up. If you know, put it in the comments. All right, so let's get some Osho Zen cards out, and then I'm going to read the guidance to you. Whoa. Oh my gosh, I can't read all of those. We'll do a quick read. Okay. Let's see what this says. Didn't I say this is an emotional journey, and you're going to have to do this alone? It says aloneness. Now, some of you have detached long enough that you're getting ready to reach some sort of understanding here, okay? It may feel like life slows down a little bit, but that's only when you're clinging to the past. So needing to let that go, Aquarius. There's new experiences coming in, you know, so don't let prior conditioning hold you back here. Don't freak out if there's postponements either. But a lot of you, the only thing that is postponing any of this from coming into your experience is not letting go of like guilt or grievances. They keep giving me the word grievances that you have long since held that need to go because they're no longer part of the new you that you're becoming. All right, this kind of reminds me a little bit of Gemini's reading as well. So if you have Gemini in your chart, definitely go check that reading out. So let me read to you the guidance cards that I got out earlier. The first one says, find your center. This says, your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? Isn't that exactly what I said? Please rewind to the back of the reading, to the beginning of the reading. That's exactly what I said. Some of you have been suppressing flowing love to yourself. So check yourself, Aquarius, here and there. Check on yourself. The next card says Animal Kingdom. This says, animals of all types are extraordinary creatures and miraculous gifts to us. They've been our spiritual companions since the dawn of time. At this moment, they have lessons to share with you that will open your heart and soul. Aw, I love this. Animals are so special. And do you know what animals teach? Specifically dogs, but really any animal. They teach how to be present in the present moment and unconditional love because they are beings of light. Pure, unconditional love. That's beautiful. Oh, Aquarius, I'm happy for this reading for you. I think you're really going to appreciate these next few weeks, and yes, love it, love it. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. Zodiac signs that could be in your birth chart, or maybe you're dealing with this Sagittarius, Libra, Gemini. That could be another Aquarian. This is all air energy in Sagittarius. But it's like I said, a general reading, so take that with a grain of salt. You could be dealing with any zodiac signs during this time frame. But if it resonated, please do let me know in the comments down below. This is a new format, okay? But the you versus them readings are not going to go away. Don't worry, we'll get to those next. But let me know if you enjoyed this. Also, don't forget to check me out on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. I do go live there as well. Tarot Time with Dana, link down below. And for those of you who would like to donate to the channel, you can do so by going to the About section and clicking on the donation link. If you like my style, you can get it for yourself at my sister's online boutique, avasophiaco.com. I'm wishing you the very best, Aquarius. And then until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.